Hey everyone, Allison here with Ladner Village Arts and Crafts, and it is time to dive into our Crafty Advent Calendar once again. There are not that many boxes left, and it is the 22nd today, so let's open up 22 box. Aha, there is no image, so it's probably another thing of sequins. Ooh, what a pretty color. All right, let's open this up, get a better look at the color. It's a very pretty peachy pink, that sort of iridescent pink centers. Lovely. So let's just pull in the other colors. I think that's the last packet of sequins that's in this calendar. Let me grab the other two packets. So we've got the blue ones, and oh, you can't see that. Of course not. Hang on. There we go. If you were following my Instagram, Day Designs, or Day Designing, or the store's Instagram, then you probably saw this card, which I made with the tile die from yesterday, because it was just begging to be played with, and I love this card. Am I allowed to say that about something that you made? I think it's stunning, and the sequins really worked well on that. Okay, so then the first packet of sequins were these pinky red ones. I think they all worked really well together, don't you? So let's see if we can make a shaker card today, or tag, maybe a tag. All right, I'm gonna gather some supplies. I'll be back. I have a little sort of semblance of a plan. Not a lot of time currently to execute it, so this, I may have to stop and start this. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna create like a window, and this is going to be the top of my card. I'm going to die cut this scalloped window shape, and then also the hello sort of solid bit from the green cardstock. I'm gonna try and emboss it as well, like sort of around the edges. It might go horribly wrong. We'll sort that out when we get there. And then this guy, the tile that I made yesterday, is going to sit on that window. There's going to be some sequins behind this window and also behind that window. And then also behind this window, I am going to stencil. There's a lot going on with this card. So this is why I have like 10 minutes before we have to leave. And this is like 20 minutes worth of work. So let's see how much we can get done. First of all, I'm going to die cut this. Now I've used a piece of mint tape just to keep it sort of square in place. The other thing that I have not pulled out yet is, oh, major shaking, sorry. A piece of the film, basically. It'll be fine. Okay, so this is going to be the front of my card. That's going to sit in that window there. I have die cut the hello from the pink, and that's going to sit in there once I get that melamine back. Let's pick some colors and do some stenciling. I have, see if the camera can pick it up. I've used a pencil to pencil in these 4 little corners, just so I can align my stencil. And then once all my stenciling's done, I will erase those lines. So let's pick some colors. I'm using these papers from the Stitchmas add-on kit, and I think the colors that I had out were Festive Berries, Picked Raspberry, and I can't remember what the lighter pink was. Maybe some Dried Marigold. So let's pick out some colors and get some brushes. decided to go with picked raspberries, saltwater taffy, and festive berries. So I'm going to start with the lightest, and I'm just using my domed sponge dauber this time instead of the more detailed brushes. Honestly, it's kind of because I want to do this quickly. That is also why I've put mint tape all the way around, so I'm not worried about going off the edge. All right, so that is stencil number 1. Oh, my mint tape ripped to the back. So hopefully there you can see my little pencil marks. So stencil number 2, we line up with my pencil marks. Put my tape back in place. I'm going to go light to dark. So I started with saltwater taffy. Now I'm going to go with picked raspberry. Ooh, came right off. And the reason for picking these colors is because they match the flower that I created in that tile from the other day. Okay, so that is stencil number 2. And now we need stencil number 3. And we need my festive berries. And that is my warning. All right, stenciling is done. So when I get back from basketball, I will find my plastic sheets and finish this card for you. See you later. Okay, so I found my plastic. This is just like overhead projector plastic, like, you know, stuff we used to have in school, that I just picked up at my local office supply store. So it's thinner, works just fine though. And so yeah, so I've glued it to my green card front, and I also embossed this with the embossing folder. What day was this one in? I don't remember what day this was in, but it was in one of the windows. And I just carefully lined it up and ran it through 3 different times. I think that worked really well. I like the texture. Okay, so now to turn this into a shaker card. So I got some foam tape and laying down my foam tape. I don't want there to be any sort of saggy bits, so I'm putting this all the way around the edge. Now if I just left it like that, all these sequins would sort of gather basically down here at the bottom when you held the card up, and I don't want that. So I am going to add, there's going to be 2 sections. So I'm going to have sequins here and then sequins here. But I want the sequins here to actually stay there, so I'm going to put a little bit more foam tape on the inside to make this sort of container smaller. And I think I probably need to cut this down for the other side. Okay, but I think it needs to be thinner on that side, but there's the beauty of my Spellinders scissors. They easily cut through the foam tape and the foam tape won't leave a residue on my scissors. So then I can put this inside. You want to make sure that you butt your foam tape quite snugly so that there's no little gaps for your sequins to escape. I think that one should be okay, but I can always fix it later. And then we're gonna create this sort of, whoops, window here. So I don't want a hole like that, because then sequins can just sort of drop through from the top. And I don't want that. I want there to be two separate little chambers. And then I'll just save that other bit of foam tape for later. Okay, so first I'm going to erase my little pencil marks. I don't think they're going to show. In fact, I'm fairly confident they're not. But just in case. And now we need some sequins. So where did my tile go? My tile is going to be in the middle there. I am going to put, I might put a mix. Let's just see where these windows line up. There and there. I'm going to lay down some sequins here. And then put some sequins there. This is like the trickiest part of making a shaker card, I find. And inevitably, I will get sequins where I don't want them. Just trying to decide if I want to put some of these in as well. And you know what? I think I will. Just in the top section. I think that would be fun to have this little mix of the colors. Okay, so now I'm going to very carefully peel off all this backing tape and then attempt to line this all up so that my sequins line up in the little cavities that I have created for them. See if this works. Wish me luck. And this card front is the full size of the card, so I should be able to do something like that. I think it might have worked. Okay, it worked. Yay! So now I can glue on my my hello at the bottom and this guy. So he's easy enough. Let's glue him on. Actually, I'm going to use my double-sided tape. Okay, so I want this tile in somewhat centered. And then when I die cut the hello, it's on the paper that I had double-sided tape on the back already. So this is going to be, in theory, very easy to put in place. You can probably hear my girls. I think it sounds like they've dressed up the dog somehow. Oh, goodness me. This is what happens when you try to get this done when everyone's at home. Very cool. Okay, let's add some more sequins on the front. And this card is done. And I think for the front, I will just use the light pink that we opened up today. pour some of these out. In case any of you haven't watched it, Jennifer McGuire posted a pretty in-depth video with her Crafty gift guide. And there are a couple of sort of pick and stick tools that she's highlighted that I now officially have my eye on. And they'd be good for things like this, like sequins, and also for all these little die cuts that we've been playing with this month. Alrighty. Okay. That one's done. So thank you for joining me. That was the sequin packet that we opened up today, December 22nd. Sorry, just trying to get those all back in there. There's a sequin packet. And then I used the tile that I made yesterday with the die that was in the window of the 21st. I used the biggest of the nested die that we opened up on the 17th. And the hello die, what day was that? Let's see, get the packet. That was day number 16. And I used the embossing folder, and I can't remember what day that was on, but I used that too. So, oh, and the stencil. Yeah, that was day number 7. So lots of the products used again. This was a lot of fun to make. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on upcoming videos from the store, and have a wonderful day.